Welcome back to Breslov.org. As we know, we see Rebbe Nachman's ability in his book Likutei Moharan is able to take verses from throughout the Torah, throughout the scriptures, and to dress into them unbelievable concepts and perceptions that he has, and he shows them how they're hinted to in the verse, in the Torah, and they were there all along. Just you needed the eyes to see them. One amazing example is Rebbe Nachman's exposition of a verse from Psalms, chapter 119. It's a famous chapter. It's called Alpha Beta. It's the longest chapter in Psalms. Verse 109, in the verses that begin with the letter Nun. So there's a verse that reads like this: Nafshi bechapi tamid v'toratecha lo shachachti, which translates, King David is saying, my soul is in my hands always. And the commentaries explain that King David put himself in danger in order to what? The end of the verse. V'toratecha lo shachachti, and your Torah I did not forget. The simple translation is, King David put himself at risk in order to remain Jewish, in order not to forget the Torah. Look how Rebbe Nachman explains it in an amazing exposition. Nafshi, Rebbe Nachman explains, refers to speech, specifically speech of prayer. Because the verse says, in Song of Songs, Shir Shirim, Nafshi yatse'a bedabero, my soul comes out, is expressed through his speech. And Rebbe Nachman interprets that speech is the expression of the soul. And what is the soul? The soul, he brings another verse from Job, Eov, where the Gemara explains this verse, Toref nafsho be'apo, that somebody who gets angry, he devours and destroys his nefesh, his prayer, be'apo, through his anger. So the Gemara explains nefesh as not just speech, but speech of prayer. So Rebbe Nachman goes back to the verse in Psalms, Nafshi bechapi tamid. In this lesson, Rebbe Nachman talks about how the secret to be able to daven and pray properly is by using the hands, by clapping the hands in davening. So he says, Nafshi, my prayer, is bechapi, in my hands, is dependent upon my hands, namely clapping my hands. Then the next word is tamid. Tamid, Rebbe Nachman teaches in an earlier lesson, lesson 44, that tamid constantly is the idea of the land of Israel, because the land of Israel is called Tamid Einei Hashem Elokecha Ba. Always the eyes of Hashem are on the land, divine providence on the land of the Holy Land more than anywhere else in the world. So Nafshi Bechapi Tamid, prayer is dependent on my hands, which activate the holiness of Eretz Yisrael, like he explains in lesson 44. So by clapping the hands, which brings out prayer, Nafshi Bechapi, in my hands, Tamid, which activate Eretz Yisrael. As a result, he teaches V'toratecha lo shachachti, and your Torah I do not forget, that a person is able to come to true memory and not to forget what he's learned.